Also today, the Liberal government announced two new infrastructure funds totaling $6 billion. Now, Ottawa claims the investment could help generate $300 billion more in exports. How will that happen? Well, that's the question CTV's chief political correspondent Vashi Kapellos asked International Trade Minister Maninder Sidhu.
We're creating an ecosystem to support businesses to get out there and diversify trade. Look, 25 years ago, trade with the U.S. was almost 90%. Now it's down to around 75%. And I know, look, the U.S. will always be an important trading partner, but we need to make sure that we're creating more opportunity for Canadian businesses, and that's exactly the mandate that Canadians have given us.
I guess what I would respectfully challenge you with is, I understand that you're trying to set the conditions, but so was the previous government for the last 10 years, right? You're referencing a number of decades ago. Over the last 10 years, it pretty much stayed at 75% of all of our exports going to the United States. But under Justin Trudeau, under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Liberals signed Canada-Ukraine Free Trade, CETA, CPTPP, CUSMA, well, separate from CUSMA, Chile, Israel, United Kingdom, like a whole bunch of free trade agreements that did not materialize in a germane difference. And I wonder what you would tell Canadians today is so different about this, other than Donald Trump doesn't want as much of our business.
Well, the difference is the government can set the policies, every day of the week. But until businesses start using those policies, those trade agreements, it's not going to move the needle. And now businesses are now matching the energy of the government, saying we want to get into new diversified markets. Help us get there. You look at the CAN export funding. We're revitalizing that program. 65% of the funding roughly was used for U.S. diversification efforts in the past. I'm looking at that program and saying, okay, how can we utilize that program so we're targeting other markets outside the U.S. To diversify trade? And so there's a big difference than what was happening last year in our country to what it is now, where business energy is at. We talk with the boards of trade. I spent some time with them all summer in the last few months. The chambers of commerce are all asking for this. They're asking now to help them get into new external markets.